Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox coming to you today with a review for Love and Marriage Huntsville, Love and Marriage DC, Season 2, Episode 3, I believe it is. So let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys, so the show starts where it ended last week, which was with Irena and Winter having a loud discussion in a lounge, restaurant, bar type situation. And basically, Irena says the exact same things that I said last week, which was, why are you even entertaining this? You already know, I'm not supposed to be cursing. I'm going to have to blank that out. Why are you entertaining this mess? You already know it's not true, okay? It don't even make sense. The boy had to go to school, right? So he was at school. And what's wrong with having the mom live with it? It couldn't have been maybe the mother is getting older and, they want to be around the mom so they can help her. And, it's just like none of the things that Winter is saying. And Winter realizes, or at least Irena is trying to get Winter to realize how silly she sounds with all of this. Even listening to people send things in her DMs. I mean, shut that stuff down. I did good there. I almost said SHIT. Shut it down, because you know that it doesn't sound right. People are making up mess on the internet, and then here you come with the mess, Winter. She don't appreciate Irena threatening her on Twitter, and Irena was like, I didn't threaten you. She was like, yes, you did. Okay, read exactly what I said, Winter. So Winter goes and finds, she said, first of all, didn't you call me a mute? Oh, well, yes, I did say that. Okay, well, I was responding to what you said, but I didn't never say I was going to beat you up. What did I say exactly? Okay, so they read they read the tweet, and it said that let Irena catch her out on these streets, and she going to show her how mute she is. Okay? Sounds like a promise to me, but anyway, she didn't say those words, I'm going to beat you up. So Irena was just like, I'm done. We not friends. We not going to be friends. We never was friends. It's just, that's what it is. And, Winter said that she was fine with that. And so when Irena leaves, Winter was like, she don't know why Irena even came. I said, girl, you was the one that was whining about her avoiding you. You had all of this information about her family and you wanted to talk to her. You was sending the DMs and she was ignoring them and all of that. So what are you talking about? Why did she come? Because you've been begging her to come. Honey, Winter is starting off bad this season. I was just like, honey, if this is how we're going to continue with this season, then it's going to be a difficult season. Now, jumping over to Joy and Clifton, we see them go to a shop because he is thinking about expanding his beard oil business. I guess beard oil is where it's at. Okay. Not only do the men like the beard oil for their beards, but hey, women also like it to put it on their skin, put it in their hair. So yeah, this is all about expansion. So he goes to the place, him and Joy, and they sniffing all the different scents, oils and whatnots. Okay, come across one called Black Woman. I was like, do that smell like pussy? Y'all remember the pussy incense that they used to sell at the liquor store? Y'all know I get a kick out of that. Anyway, so the man helps him out, gives him a couple of the tests out, then he, leaves them to themselves. So Joy is talking to Clifton and she tells him that she's been thinking about this whole marriage thing. Yeah, she's not real big on the whole idea. I mean, she wants to be married to him. That's not the issue. The issue is she doesn't really want to have a big wedding. He was like, it's your Cinderella story. Okay, she was just like, no, I've never really thought about it being a Cinderella story. Like, she doesn't want the big white dress and the whole bunch of people and all of that. And Clifton wants it. He was just like, I want us to get married in front of our friends and family, and she was just like, but we've done everything in front of everybody. They met each other on the show, on TV, Ready to Love, and their relationship was showcased on that show. And now she's just wanting to just have something just between her and Clifton. Which, I mean, I can understand, but Clifton wants all of the fanfare. Clifton really wants to have it in front of the group of people. She was just like, see, that's my whole thing. It's like, fuck them people. Like, it's just us. All right, let's save something for us. And he was like, yeah, but I really do want to see you in the white dress. So actually, Clifton is the one with the whole fairy tale dreams, and she's more down to the fact that let's just get married because we love each other and we don't need to showcase it for everybody else to see. So he says, well, you know what? Just think about it. All right. Sleep on it. Let me know what you think. So Jamie is retired now, so he's home. Okay, Raina has to get used to the fact that he's always there. Jamie is really enjoying his whole retirement life. It's so funny that they ain't said nothing about this man working as a damn police officer last season, and now that's all we talking about. Anyway, you guys know they had moved in the mom, Jamie's mom, it seems, and she's cooking breakfast for them, downstairs. But anyway, before they go down to eat, they're just talking about the conversation that she had with Winter. He was like, why you even go talk to her? And she was like, because she had been asking me, telling me she had some information about my family that somebody had DM'd her. And she was like, and I don't play about my kids. I don't play about my family. So she wanted to go see what the girl had to talk about. Turns out it was a whole bunch of old stupid ass mess that she didn't even need to involve herself with. The receipts that she had were no good. And Jamie was like, I told you, you shouldn't even have dealt with that because we already knew it was bullshit. Okay? Look, he has no plans of talking to Winter. The only time that he might talk to Winter is if their paths cross and, they seem to be around each other, then he will tell her how he feels, but he ain't going out of his way. He ain't going to go meet her. They ain't doing none of that no more. Okay? As far as they concerned, Winter is dead in the water. I'm thinking to myself, like, now who gonna be Winter's friend? Because so far, nobody likes Winter. Why is she on the show? Is she gonna strike up a friendship with Joy? Otherwise, what is we doing? That child ain't gonna get invited to nothing. But anyway, let them get on downstairs before Mama, fuss them out about this breakfast. Because Mama says that, she cooks breakfast at a certain time. Everybody need to be down there to eat it. Jamie thinks that if they sleep till 8:30, that's sleeping late. That's actually sleeping late to me. I'm just like, who wakes up at 8:30? Gosh. I don't even think I can really sleep till 8:30, not without some sort of aid. Anyways, we've got to get Jamie acclimated to his newest normal now. He's going to have to start washing dishes. He's going to have to start washing his own clothes. He was like, that's why I got a damn dishwasher. I said, I know that's right. I refuse. Mr. be putting all the water in the sink and washing his dishes. I puts it right in the dishwasher. We ain't spent $700 on this bitch for nothing. What I'm washing dishes for? Now, jumping over to Ashley. Ashley goes over to her mother's house. She said this is her childhood home that she grew up in. She hasn't been there in 20 years. I'm not super clear on the relationship that Ashley and the mom have. How is it that you ain't been over the lady's house in 20 years? I don't know, but they didn't really explain a lot of things. So we just kind of going off of what they say. She says she hasn't been there in 20 years. She goes to see her mom. Her mom's like, oh, come on in. You hungry? Let me fix you something to eat. So they sit down at the table and, Ashley tells her about the book that's coming out. And, oh, really? What's the book about? Well, the book is about, like a journey to forgiveness and acceptance and accountability. Maybe you can read that chapter on accountability. And the mom was like, no, I don't need to read the chapter. I'm pretty good with accountability. And she was just like, no, you're not really. Okay, because you didn't never take accountability for the fact that you left me when I was 16 years old. The mom was like, oh, here we go again with this shit. Okay. The mama was like, you act like I abandoned you. I left when you were 16, but I still was taking care of you. I left you here with family. And I went to go and Ashley was like, no, you did not. You left me here and you went to go live with your boyfriend all the way across town. And she was like, you was a grown woman. And she was like, I was 16. 16 is not grown. Okay. 16 definitely is not grown. And the mom leaving like that, the mom don't see what the problem is because apparently the mama was still paying the bills. So I guess the mom was still sending money to the house or whatever, but just not there. Ashley feels like she was abandoned. I would feel like I was abandoned too. Who does that to their 16-year-old daughter? The mom was like, you were bad, and all of that. And I mean, 16-year-old girls, they can definitely be trying. That's usually the time that you really need to be around. Okay. If you to just leave the girl like that, I mean, yes, that is definitely a problem. Ashley tells her that she has a made-up version of the way that she was raised, okay, and that her mom feels guilty about what she's done and she doesn't want to admit it. The mom was like, no, I don't feel guilty because I've always taken care of you and I always loved you and blopty blue. And I was just like, okay, this lady is really not going to admit to anything that Ashley wants her to do. Now, at least not today on this camera. I said the mom is in denial, but and it does help us see the reasons why Ashley is the way that she is, because of the way that her mom has raised her or not raised her, I guess. The mom was like, I've always loved you. You know, you are a part of me, my baby girl. And she was just like, I've never doubted that you loved me. That's not even what I'm saying. Okay. It's just, as a mother, you weren't here. All right. You left us. Basically, you weren't a mother to me. And the mom finally says, well, I'm sorry. And she was like, that's all I wanted you to say. But what are you sorry about? This is where we disagree. Okay. Because the mom feels like, I feel bad that you think that I abandoned you. Oh, girl, that's what it is. Okay. And she basically was gone, Ashley said, pretty much that whole time. The only time that she finally came back around was, I guess, when Ashley had her child and the mom was trying to be a grandmother to the man ended up leaving, because she ended up leaving and going and living with this other man, right? And so, yeah, the conversation was difficult to watch. I felt bad for Ashley because I feel like the mom is not going to ever admit that she was the reason why their relationship broke when Ashley was 16 years old. Seems like the mom only thinks that monetary support is all that's needed for a 16-year-old girl. And if anything, that's probably the worst thing that a 16-year-old child could have. Okay, access to money with no supervision. So Ashley feels like she's talking to a brick wall. The mom is like, you have to have forgiveness in your heart. Okay, conversation over. She shuts it down. And I'm assuming that's probably the type of conversations that they've been having all over these years, you know. So yeah, Ashley is upset about it. Later on, we see her talking to her friend Alicia, comes by the house. They're going to be giving Ashley a birthday party, a surprise birthday party. So before she goes in the house, she's on the phone with Quick, and Quick is telling her, you know, we got all the decorations and the food and everything is all set up, the venue. All I need, basically what he need her to do is make sure that Ashley get to the venue on time. Okay, they both have a, you know, historically they are late people. So please get there on time because this is a surprise party and people are going to be there waiting and yada, yada, yada. Okay. All right, Jamie, can I get off the phone? Sorry. All right, Quick. Can I get off the phone so I can go in here and see Ashley? Okay, bye. So she goes inside and Ashley tells her about the conversation that she had with her mom. And Alicia's like, it's so funny that she thinks the way that she does because when she moved out, basically I moved in here with you. Okay, and we was cooking for ourselves and going grocery shopping and basically taking care of ourselves. And Ashley was like, I don't even think my mom realized that you was living here. So that's why I think that the mom sending money thinks that was enough. That's why she felt like she was still taking care of Ashley, sending money so that they could at least, you know, survive around there. Ashley said that now she realizes that because of the way that her mother raised her, that's the reason that she's the way that she is. I mean, we are all products of our childhood. You know, some choose to do better, some choose to do worse. But yeah, our childhood definitely affects how we turn out as adults. She said that her mom kept saying that she was a bad kid, you know. And what does that have to do with anything? I'm still your daughter, you still my mother. She was like, I can't imagine my child continuously telling me that I've hurt them. And I just keep saying, no, I didn't. Okay. Never even acknowledging their feelings. I was like, yeah, I couldn't either. You know, you might not, as you're raising your children, look at me here. I am about to get on the damn soapbox. But you know, when you are raising your children, you just doing whatever the best you can. Okay. Good, bad, or indifferent. What we have to realize as parents is when our children get old enough to kind of tell us where we messed up, I kind of think that it's the parent's responsibility to listen to the parent. Yes, it might not be something that we want to hear, and it may even be something that we don't agree with, but if that's how our child felt while they were growing up, I mean, we could at least hear them out, okay? That's how they feel. You can't be mad at somebody about how they felt. Speaking of the child, Mr. and Joe been out here working on Joe's car, putting some kind of decals on there. And I'm just like, can y'all go somewhere? The door is locked. Yeah, you can't fix the past, but you can at least listen to what they say and then say, well, I'm sorry. That was not my intentions. I was trying, didn't even realize that I was making you feel that way. And I think that a lot of times that's the kind of things that kids want to hear, even as they become like young adults. And, as a parent, that can be difficult to say, but I think that it helps move the relationship forward when you can at least acknowledge their feelings. We can't change nothing in the past. Okay. So all I can do really is say, I am so sorry. That's not what I meant. Okay, this is the reasons why I felt that I needed to do that, even if we ain't gonna agree on that. At my time, at that time, this is what I was thinking. Now I realize that maybe that wasn't the best way. Okay, now how do we try to move forward? And try to make some positive changes here. It's hard being a parent, and when you become a parent, then you realize how difficult it might have been for your parents or how fucked up they might have been growing up or anything, but it is not an easy job, okay? There's no rule book. So especially if you don't have like a good foundation on your own when you're starting out as a parent, then a lot of times you will make a lot of mistakes. So Ashley says that she would like to have a better relationship with her mother. She's just not really sure how to go about it. But I'm thinking that the only way that they can have a better relationship is either the mom is going to have to face the fact that she wasn't the best parent in the past, or Ashley is going to have to get over the fact that her mom is in denial. But I don't know if they are going to be able to move forward if one of those two things don't happen. But whatever. Her book is coming out. Let's toast to it. It's her birthday. A lot of good things happening. Okay, let's worry about what's going on with the mama at another time. Now, the party. So everybody is at the party. I was just like, Quick made it seem like it was going to be all of this. I was like, it looks like a whole bunch of people that gathered at a venue. I didn't see no whole bunch of decorations or nothing, but okay, whatever. The Tylers are all impressed. Like, we don't know when Quick had time to put this together. You mean call the place and ask if they have a room big enough for everybody to fit in? Boy, that take a lot out of you, boy. Child. Anyway, Ashley was like, boy, I wonder where all my family and friends are today. It's my birthday and I haven't been able to reach anybody. Okay, nobody has called me, told me happy birthday. Nobody has asked me if I want to go to dinner later. Nobody has done anything. Okay, needless to say, she is not surprised. They didn't do the best job of trying to trick her. But whatever, she arrives at the venue, all dressed up. And when she goes in the door, they're like, surprise. And she just kind of has this look on her face like, oh, okay, thank you. And, the party's underway. So while they're there, Ashley's assistant finds out that Alicia's been in a car accident. Okay, and oh, she's so upset. Oh, she's just a crying and a crying. I mean, the way that she's crying, I'm thinking that something really bad happened to Alicia. So she doesn't tell Ashley, she tells Quick. She was in an accident and the car is totaled. And I was like, oh no, gosh, this is just we just getting started with the season. The girl hurt already. Is she okay? Yeah, she's okay. I'm sorry, I'm crying. It's just, she was upset. I was just like, now you guys, I was just like, why are you crying like this, girl? You act like the girl was really hurt, okay? Yeah, I mean, it's upsetting that somebody gets in a car accident, but once they say, I'm fine, then you just be like relieved, like, okay, she was doing the most, right? So I was already getting annoyed, like, oh God, here we go with the dramatics. Quick was like, okay, well, since we know that she's fine, then I'm not going to tell Ashley until after the party. And I was just like, I mean, the way this girl is acting, you sure that's the best choice? Because if that's how the assistant is, how's Ashley? Okay. But he's decided not to tell her until after the party so she can have a good time, because he already knows the way that Ashley is, that she would want to leave. And got all these people there and all that. And, he done made the call to have the party there, and now you want to go. So she's fine. So let's move on with the party. So, they sit down with the Tylers. And also with old girl from last week, the one that's married to the guy that wrote the song for Winter. So they all sitting at the table, and Irena was just like, okay, so how you guys feeling about Joy and Clifton? Oh yeah, we like Joy and Clifton. Irena was just like, yeah, well, Joy had a problem. had a problem with you guys talking about the fact that she was going to talk to the single mothers. And Ashley was like, I don't understand what she was upset for, because it's still the same thing. Like, you're not a mama. Why are you talking to the single mothers? Like, but I mean, why she, I don't know why we still talking about it, but I guess it's because Irena brought it up. Also, Joy doesn't seem to like old girl from last week, the one that's married to the old boy that wrote. I can't think of their names. What's their names, y'all? Anyway, the husband was just like, yeah, we was in a group together, Mambo Sauce. I was like, what a horrible name. Like, what kind of name group? You buy the album by Mambo Sauce? Stupid. It sounds like a group that was on a ship, okay, singing in the lounge. But yeah, they was in a group together, and when he got with this new lady, she had a problem with it. He used to date a girl that was also in the group with them, but then he broke up with her and got with this one, and he was like, I don't really know why she mad. I said, nigga, now you know why she mad. I don't know why she mad, but I'm sure you know why she mad, because what's she gonna get mad at the fact that you done moved on with somebody for? Okay? And even Irena was like, well, what's she got to do? What that got to do with her? Why is she upset about who you dating? I was like, because the story is half-assed. He ain't telling you the whole story. Okay? It's stupid. Irena was just like, well, we gonna get to the bottom of it, because we need to find out exactly why. I was like, okay, that's that reality show thing working into play. Okay, they gonna sit down and try to figure out why Joy don't like old girl and old boy. Then Jamie yells across the table. You guys notice that Jamie yells when he's drunk? I was like, he has to be a little tipsy. I want to thank Quick. For talking to Lil Jamie, when they was at the birthday party the other day. Not the birthday party, but the going away party for Jason. Because that damn Lil Jamie, he don't listen to nothing. He a spoiled ass brat as far as Big Jamie is concerned. Irena's like, don't say that about him. All right, Jamie is so, she feels like Jamie is, capable of hurting himself. He always talking about how he want to harm himself and all that. So that's what she worries about. And Big Jamie is, of course, like, whatever. That boy been saying them kind of things since he was 16 years old. Okay, he got all y'all food at this table, but he ain't got me food. And he shouldn't have Irena fooled with all the shit that we done been through with since that boy been, since he been grown. As far as Jamie is concerned, the boy is entitled. He's spoiled, and he's a bum. He's acting like a bum. Don't say that. Everybody there is fussing at Jamie. You shouldn't say that about the boy. I mean, Big Jamie, that is his son. I'm sure he knows his son better than everybody at that table, with the exception of Irena. Okay? And if that's how he feels, fine, but Jamie just has a certain way of bringing up stuff that you just don't need to, certain things you just don't need to be sharing with everybody. Okay, Big Jamie, I'm gonna need you to listen. All right, I tried to tell you about this last season with your mouth and the way that you be acting and how people gonna respond to you. Okay, I'm sure Jamie loves his son and all of that. But you sitting up here, fussing and yelling at everybody about the boy. You know how he is. You not fixing to convince them at the table. And of course, you going to start looking like the bad guy when you start saying he's entitled and all of that, because of course they've all been badass kids when they was younger. So they was like, Ashley was like, when I was younger, I tried to harm myself. I tried to overdose on Motrin. And, she survived, obviously, but she's always had like those ideas of self-harming herself. She never did, but she wouldn't tell people about her thoughts because she knew people would think that she was doing it for attention. Well, I think Big Jamie feels like that's what he's doing. Like Lil Jamie is just doing that to get to Irena, because he always says these things. He's been saying it all these years and all that. He still ain't did it, Like I said, it's harsh when you say those kind of things, but definitely is worse when you saying it to a bunch of people that's really not trying to hear what you're saying. So you need to not say those things, and they're all upset with him. And he was like, ain't nobody at this table can tell me anything about my son. You guys have known him for 1 year. I have known him all his life. I know exactly how my son is. Yeah, it's a difficult place to be when you have an adult child that, is trying you. Okay. So, that conversation is going nowhere. Ashley was like, I'm over the conversation. Let's just take our shots. Yes, please, let's just take our shots because nobody is going to agree on this one. After they take their shots, Ashley is like, where's my friend, Alicia? Like, it's my party and she's not here. And, her assistant is all hemming and hawing. Well, well, what? Where is she? Okay, quick. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you later. Nope, she wants to know now. So he pulls her outside and he was just like, Alicia was in a car accident and the car is totaled. And she called and let us know earlier. And I didn't say anything because I knew you would want to leave the party. And, how are you okay? And she was just like, what do you mean, how am I? I don't know how I am. Why wouldn't you tell me that the girl was in an accident? He was like, she's fine. She's fine. Okay, I just didn't want to tell you because I need. And she gets upset. He was like, would you want to go see her? She don't know what she want to do because Alicia ain't even answering the phone. Where is she? Is she at the hospital? Is she at home? Why are you mad at Quick about this? Because he didn't tell you? I mean, yeah, he probably should have said something earlier. But because he could have just been like, she's okay. Maybe Ashley could have called her and talked to her and that would have made her feel better. I would hope that Ashley wouldn't have wanted to leave her party. All those people was there and the girl was fine. It's different if she was hurt. Okay, if she was hurt, then yes, we need to go. But if she's fine, let me just talk to her, make sure she's good. I'm sure that, if I was Alicia, I would have been like, girl, it's your birthday. I'm fine. I'm pissed about my car. I'm a little, shaken up about being knocked around the freeway or wherever she was. But I'm fine. So enjoy your party and I'll see you tomorrow. Come on by or come by after the party or whatever. So like this whole thing, I'm just like, what you mad at Quick for? Because now he was like, we can go see her, and she was just like, he was like, she's my friend too. And she was like, oh, don't even say that. Your friends are trash. You don't have a close relationship with anybody. I was like, what? What is happening here? Okay. I was just like, Ashley, why are you going off on Quick? Because he didn't tell you that the friend who is okay, we got to keep that part very important. She is fine. Okay. Like you about to have this whole conniption about, so she was just like, give me a minute. I need to, just let me think. I was just like, oh God. Y'all, I'm gonna need the show. It's too early to be like, this shit is boring. Because I know they still trying to build, storylines and all of that. But it's gonna have to pick up, y'all. Because I don't know. I was just like, am I gonna make it through this season, child? I'm trying. That's all I got for you right now is I'm trying. All right, you guys, let me get on off of here. I've gotten a late start today. And I am about to go take Blue for a walk. And then I guess maybe run to the grocery store for Mr. so he can cook, child. Anyway, let me get off of here. Make sure that you thumbs up the video. Comment and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, rock stars. Bye.